In today's video, we are going to know about the concept of immunity. Before beginning this concept, it is important to understand some basic terms and their definitions. Antigen: any substance, such as an immunogen or a hapten, foreign to the body that evokes an immune response, either alone or after forming a complex with a larger molecule, such as a protein, that is capable of binding with a product, such as an antibody or T cell of the immune response. Antibody: an antibody, also known as immunoglobulin, is a large Y-shaped protein produced mainly by plasma cells that is used by the immune system to neutralize pathogens such as pathogenic bacteria and viruses. Pathogen: in biology, a pathogen in the oldest and broadest sense is anything that can produce disease. A pathogen may also be referred to as an infectious agent or simply a germ. What does the term immunity mean? Immunity is the condition of being able to resist a particular disease, especially through preventing development of a pathogenic microorganism or by counteracting the effects of its products. There are two types of immunity: innate immunity and acquired immunity. First, we will get to know about innate immunity in detail. This type of immunity is present in an organism by birth. This is activated immediately when the pathogen attacks. Innate immunity includes certain barriers and defense mechanisms that keep foreign particles out of the body. Innate immunity refers to the body's defense system. This immunity helps us by providing the natural resistance components, including salivary enzymes, natural killer cells, intact skin and neutrophils, etc., which produce an initial response against the infections at birth prior to exposure to a pathogen or antigens. It is a long-term immunity in which our body produces the antibodies on its own. Our body has few natural barriers to prevent the entry of pathogens. Types of barriers. There are 4 types of barriers. Physical barrier. These include the skin, body hair, cilia, eyelashes, the respiratory tract, and the gastrointestinal tract. These form the first line of defense. Our skin acts as a physical barrier to the entry of pathogens. The mucus coating in our nose and ear is a protective barrier which traps the pathogen before it gets inside. Physiological barriers. We know that our stomach uses hydrochloric acid to break down the food molecules. Due to such a strong acidic environment, most of the germs that enter our body along with the food are killed before the further process is carried on. Saliva in our mouth and tears in our eyes also have the antibiotic property that does not allow the growth of pathogens even though they are exposed all day. Cellular barriers. In spite of the physical and physiological barriers, certain pathogens manage to enter our body. The cells involved in this barrier are leukocytes or the white blood cells, neutrophils, lymphocytes, basophils, eosinophils, and monocytes. All these cells are present in the blood and tissues. Cytokine barriers. The cells in our body are smarter than we give them credit for. For instance, in case a cell in our body experiences a virus invasion, it automatically secretes proteins called interferons, which forms a coating around the infected cell and prevents the cells around it from further infections. The second type of immunity is acquired immunity. Acquired immunity or adaptive immunity is the immunity that our body acquires or gains over time. Unlike the innate immunity, this is not present by birth. The ability of the immune system to adapt itself to disease and to generate pathogen-specific immunity is termed as acquired immunity. It is also known by the name adaptive immunity. It is specific and mediated by antibodies or lymphocytes, which make the antigen harmless. The main function of acquired immunity is to relieve the victim of the infectious disease and also prevent its attack in future. It mainly consists of an advanced lymphatic defense system, which functions by recognizing the own body cells and not reacting to them. Here are certain features of acquired immunity. Specificity. Our body has the ability to differentiate between different types of pathogens, whether it is harmful or not, and devise ways to destroy them. Diversity. Our body can detect vast variety of pathogens ranging from protozoa to viruses. Differentiate between self and non-self. Our body has the unique ability to differentiate between its own cells and foreign cells. It immediately starts rejecting any foreign cells in the body. Memory. Once our body encounters a pathogen, it activates the immune system to destroy it. It also remembers what antibodies were released in response to that pathogen, so that the next time it enters, the similar procedure is followed by the body to eliminate it.